Well, son, I'll tell you, life for me ain't been no crystal stair. It's had tacks in it and splinters and boards torn up and places with no carpet on the floor, bare. But all the time I've been climbing on and reaching landings and turning corners and sometimes going in the dark where there ain't been no light. So boy, don't you turn back. Don't you sit down on them steps because you find it kind of hard. Don't you fall now, for eyes are still going, honey. Eyes are still climbing. And life for me ain't been no crystal stair. The poem I just read to you is called Mother to Son by Langston Hughes. When I read it, it resonates with my spirit, and when I say it, it sets my soul on fire. It speaks my truth, and it knows my language. It is who I am, who I was, and who I will always be because of those who surround me. A fighter, a warrior, a daughter of the King. But don't get me wrong, I didn't always see it that way. In fact, at one point in my life, if you would have asked me who I identified the most in the Bible with, I would have emphatically told you Naomi, who in her deepest sorrow said, "Call me not Naomi, call me Mara, for the Almighty hath dealt bitterly with me." See, for years my life had been marred by the shame of my past. And when people would ask me my name, I thought it better to attach myself to someone or something other than the King. The King of Kings, of course, the one who chose me when I wouldn't even choose myself, the one who chose me in my miry, murky mess of a life, filled with the shame of unwed pregnancy, sexual abuse, and domestic violence. The one who whispered in my ear, though, 1 Peter 2:9, which says, "But you, Taznerda, are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a person for my very own possession, that you may proclaim the excellence of him who called you out of that darkness into his marvelous light." And because of this light and this promise, I now can stand before you and say, God's promise has not come back void, but has achieved what it set out to do through the help of places like Seacoast Church, this church, the North Charleston Dream Center, and people just like you. See, I've been mentored by sisterhood women, Titus II women, like Debbie Hopper and Dee Miller, who came alongside me and championed my faith by holding my arms like Aaron did when they fought against the Amalekites. Praying and interceding on my behalf, they allowed me to see faith in action by calling me their daughter, their sister, and their friend when we weren't even next of kin. My children have been mentored to the glory of the Lord by men like Steve Atwell and Stephen Trusk and the awesome pastor, Tamilix Copeland. Men who did not plant them, but who accepted the call on their life to stand in the gap for fatherless children through our E3 mentoring program funded by this church. And let's not forget men and women like Pastor Sam and Joan Lesky that showed me that whoever does God's will is my brother and my sister and my mother. And even though I didn't come from a perfect nuclear family, I was surrounded by a church and a people that would rally around me and adopt me into their lives, giving me and my children a piece of their legacy to hold on to until we could create our own. So today, if you feel out of place or unsure of your path, know God is in the business of giving beauty for ashes, going from darkness to light, and is the originator of giving legacy by giving his son, Jesus Christ, for all of us to receive. We are family. This is my legacy.